are over at Gale. Bit of tidying up needs doing. Obviously, leaves are coming off the trees and whatever now, so bit of tidying up is required. Got a few vans that have just come in, so we're going to have a look at the Kudos that come in. A little bit of a sticky situation with that. We had a tight spot to sort of get that through, so there's going to be a little bit of a video of that coming up in a bit, getting that actually out of location. Got a little Fairway 550 that's just come in. Finding out the little Avondale, so that's just come in. That's a little spares repairs. Potentially got a little bit of damp here and there, but nothing horrendous. So a nice little cheap van for somebody. We've got the Avante, so that's come in, and then over on the other side we've got a 480 that's just come in, so we'll have a quick look at that, and we'll have a look in that little 550 as well, a little nice little fixed bed one that's just come in. It'll be a price range van. We're going to do a little bit of time lapse of just cleaning up. We're going to have a look at a few tips, so we'll go over to Garden Village then once we've had a look in these, and we'll see actually using your caravan for the winter now. I've got a confession to make. We went away, but we didn't go away in a caravan. We cheated. It was cheating, so got caught cheating. So yeah, we went away on that thing that flies in the sky. I can't remember what it's called, but got a little bit of cheeky sun. But obviously, if you want to use your caravan, it's quite nice and mild at the minute, to be fair. It's not dropped as bad, it's not been horrendous weather, so we've actually done quite well. I think this October kids half term has been fairly sensible on the weather, so hopefully anybody that went away, if you've looked at that was the last time going away and then putting the caravan away for bed, there's a video popping up now just sort of draining the caravan down and getting it all ready, completely sort of shut down for the winter. But obviously if the weather stays like this, I think we can get a few more trips away. So let's get this leaves tidied up, start tidying, making it look a little bit nicer, and then we'll have a look in these caravans, and then we're over to Garden Village and get the tips on. So just a bit of general maintenance and just trying to tidy things up. Obviously the still more to do. We've got all the moss and bits and pieces now to get up, and that'll then hopefully stop the leaves blowing into the caravans and make life a little bit easier getting around and keeping on top and cleaning everything through. So just general maintenance. We need to do the same with the caravan over the winter, so we need to be making sure our leisure battery is charged up. So we've mentioned it before about the solar panels, keeping that nice and clean if possible. Obviously if you put a roof cover on, chances are it's going to cover the solar panel on, or even if you put a full cover on. So just trying to keep that battery topped up. If it's left and you let it discharge, if you let that discharge over this next coming months, when you come to it next season, there's a good chance you're going to need a new battery. So just little bits and bobs like that, just keeping a routine check on your caravan, making sure there's no signs of any leaks, so having a good look around the windows once it's rained, and just trying to keep it generally clean and tidy. And again, mice is a big problem this time of problem this time of year, so again, going to the caravan, that should deter anything if it gets in to the van. Maybe a couple of little traps around, and that might just help. So little lovely Swift Kudos 12995. It's based on a Sprite Alpine 4, this one, with a little fixed bed at the front. 1270 kilos maximum, and about 1125 as it stands here now, and just over 6 meters from very front to very back. So nice little van, nice little compact one, and it's a good job it was compact, because where we actually had to get this van out of, you'll see coming up now.
I've moved the car out the way because we cannot get it out. Luckily, it's got a motor mover that's providing the battery still works.
So another little Partex coming in, very tight squeeze to get out of that one. Very, very tight indeed. So little Swift Fairway 550 2010 fixed bed, and nice little layout. Fixed bed, got the washroom at the back, separate shower and toilet. So this has just come in part exchange, so this will be coming on sale very, very shortly. Little 2-berth that's just come in, so we've got a nice little Swift 480. Again, really nice, tidy little 2-berth, and I think again this is going to be around about 7,995, something like that. So it's a 2008 Swift Conqueror 480, so we get these lovely silver sides. It's got a motor mover on here. This is just the 2-berth. All the carpets are all wrapped up nice and neat, and then this, as I say, has just literally come in, so over the next week this will go on sale as well then. So nice traditional 2-berth layout. Again, nice big washroom at the back with a separate shower and toilet. Really usable washroom on there. Got the microwave, and we've got the little electric hob on there too. So some people like to put in a if it's on the drive and you've got the opportunity, a little oil fired radiator, put it on like the frost-stat, and that'll just keep the van sort of nice and dry inside the Caravan. On all of our sales ones, we just tend to sort of just keep an eye on them. We don't really, I think because we're sort of going in and out of them on a fairly regular basis, and even right up till Christmas we've still got people sort of coming on the pitch, having a look through, going through the Caravans, so they get aired fairly often, and that is a big part of just maintenance on your Caravan is just going and having a quick look at it, just sort of opening the door up, go through it, make sure. Another little 462 Avante 2011, 1271 maximum and 1137. This is no bigger than that little Sprite Kudos or Swift Kudos 470 that we looked at, that was got the fixed bed. Not really any bigger, and this is just a 2-berth. But going back to what I was saying, was just literally just keeping the Caravan aired, going through the Caravan, just checking things, making sure. We'll get occasionally little buttons, so a little push button on that. Obviously it's been opened. I don't know whether I've got the camera in the right place. So just things like that, actually just working your buttons. So we'll try with a little bit of silicone spray on that first, and then if that doesn't work, it might be that we actually need to replace that little push button. But you'll get things just literally, just randomly like that will stop working over the winter. But just literally going through, just opening the cupboards up. Again, it's, I think if it's your own van, just leaving the cupboards open, not tending to leave things in the cupboards, so just emptying the actual van through, making sure that there's nothing really in there. And then if you're still using the Caravan, you're sort of keeping it sort of going, and you're going to go away all through the season, just trying to probably put things in boxes, so you can still have things in the cupboards, but have them in little plastic box containers, so that they're then away from all the walls and everything, and everything can then still breathe within the Caravan. That again is just gonna help. The big one really is that if you're not going in and out the Caravan as often as you normally would, with the warmer weather, then it goes really cold. It's just going to create sort of condensation, and if there's no airflow, then that is just going to cause problems. Can't believe that's still here. So Sprite Major Super SB, 1546 maximum, 19995, 2022. So that's the 8-foot version. So with the 8-foot wide side fixed island bed. Really nice van. Nice big amount of space around the end of the bed still, and again nice big washroom at the back. So a very nice layout. And as I say, I can't believe that this hasn't actually flown away. I thought this would be in and gone straight away. So a lovely 19995 for a 2022. Seems crazy. Let's head over to Garden Village. We'll have a look at a few things over there, see potentially what the campervan build's doing. We might leave it till Sunday's video, the camper. So we'll see what happens on this video, and we'll head over there now. So not really much done on the build. As I say, last week I was away, not for the full week, but sort of a few days, just a little breakaway. So not really much done on the camper. We've got a few more bits in, so we've just got the filler pipe in for the onboard water tank. We've put in a drain off valve and an overfill valve, which these will then go through the floor, and then we've got our wiring in for our battery, so these will come up to the battery. Again, eco-worthy had supplied us with the 12.8 150 amp hour lithium iron phosphate Life PO4 battery. So we've got a code that's coming up on screen now. So that code is going to give you a discount on the eco-worthy products. So the off-grid inverter, if you're after the lithium batteries, battery chargers. So if you go onto their website, have a good look through. So if you want to change your caravan or camper so that you can go more off-grid, they do solar panels, use our discount code and you'll be able to get an extra discount off of the prices with the link in the description. So have a look at that. So the black camper, the floor has been sort of marked out. We've got the floor in place. We're then going to obviously get the roof done. So we've just been marking up the roof of where to cut this one down, and then this can go back once we've got it fully fitted, and we can get the proper roof made, which will be a black roof to fit on this one, and we can start getting the pop top. So marking out for the roof for the pop top for the E52 Nissan L Grand. So done first cut just to get it closer, so it all fits now everywhere except for the front. And all I've basically done is just used a cutout and then get my pen through, and then just literally just go around all of the edge and then get it a little bit closer, and then hopefully once I've got one final cut on this, that'll be our mould or our template made, fingers crossed. Prices at the moment, so just actually talking to a couple on this Swift Conqueror 480, and they're saying, is there any discounts? Is there anything that you can do on the price? And we'll always try and do what we can, but a lot of our caravans, if you have a look at the prices that we've got stuff on for, the cheapest one of those that is exactly the same, I don't even know whether it got the motor mover to be fair, was 24,995, so that's £2,000 cheaper than any other one that is on the market. Same goes for the Elegance 845, so that's on at 32,995, so that again is by far the cheapest on the market. And the reason being is that it's slow this time of year. It's slower than normal. It's not normally as slow as it actually has gone this year, and a lot has gone, or a lot of that I believe has been down to politics. You didn't hear me wrong then. Obviously it is all a load of politics. which obviously has affected everything. I think everything that you look at this year, it's affected things, but hopefully everyone sort of knows what's going to happen there, so we can sort of start to think, well, actually we've got this amount of money as a business, we can sort of try and plan now for what extra costs that we've got involved, etc. So, and it's definitely going to have an effect. 110% it will have an effect. We'd already sort of planned things in, thinking about what was going to happen, and I think for people going away, it might mean that you don't go away quite as often. It might just be that sort of other sort of campsites and things go, actually, okay, we need to look at our pricing now, we need to sort of incentivise people and try and get the costs down where they can. So a great time to actually have a good search around now. So if you're thinking about using your caravan, have a good search, have a real good sort of look through on the different sites. We did a little one a while ago that's popping up now, and that was looking at a good little website. So that video there, I'll have a see at the one website that we were using, and there were quite good prices. It was pretty much the price that you saw was the price that you paid. So a good one to have a look and just see if you can get some sneaky deals before the sort of Christmas period and New Year period, and get a few extra days away, obviously if this weather is decent. And as we've been saying, sort of looking at making sure, just keeping on top of things over this winter period, making sure that your battery is charged up again, making sure that you've not left anything in the caravan, trying to make sure with those plastic cabinets or plastic boxes within the different lockers and whatever, and it's keeping it away from the side walls and not letting things sort of get mouldy or anything like that. When you're actually using the caravan, if you've got your heating on, obviously again we're going to potentially create a little bit of condensation. So again, what you can do, a bit like when we've got the cover on, you've got two little catches on the windows, so we can then put the window stay onto the second catch, so that middle section there, instead of the fully closed one, when we're away using it, we can put it onto that middle stay, and that will just allow the caravan then to breathe a little bit more as well. Hopefully stop any condensation. And again, if you do find that you're starting to get any condensation, just making sure that it's mopped up and you've not left any residue anywhere. So hopefully there's a few different tips there to keep you going, a few little things there to have a look at that website, as I say, for actually going away. And then I think hopefully next week we're going to potentially try and have a look at if you wanted to go to Europe. So if you were thinking about going off and into Europe, different campsites, where to have a look for the campsites, I'm planning on trying to do that for next week, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully you've enjoyed our little sort of look around and our walk around, a few little tips as we go around. As I say, we're hopefully going to get the one build near enough done on the campervan, so again more time lapse, and then there'll probably be a separate time lapse video come out on that. I'm not sure whether I've got time today to do my Friday video and my Sunday video, so it might just be that this has actually turned into a Sunday video, so we will see. If it has, we'll see you next week, and hopefully we'll get back to our 2 videos for next week, and then we'll have a look around Garden Village, see what else has come in, see what's new, and then hopefully have some tips as well for you. Thanks for watching. I'm Mark at the Caravan Place. Drop us a comment, drop us a thumbs up if you've liked the video, and again, don't forget, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next week.